are the most popular evolutions in all of FC24. Beautiful people, what's happening? My name is Mike LaBelle, and today I'm giving you the all-exclusive Broken Rank 1 Foot Champs Debatable and the Pine. I can tell you where you don't want to be. If you want more people to see this here goodness, drop a like and a comment for the algo. Evolutions will include performance, but I think we have to consider growth. Where did the player start? How much of a benefit did you receive for the Evo? Alvarez, he does not move me. I don't know if I want to start out with the Pine. Are we feeling harsh? Bailey, I have this evolution. Does not get above Foot Champs, but he has the burner. Icy. We actually did a test. We raced him against Mbappe. It looked pretty good side to side. Bellingham, and this is not going to be Jude. It's not going to be a Musiala type, but going from 63 to an 84 is remarkable. And for that reason, I'm averaging him out to being a Foot Champs player. I just want to make sure it's on record that he's not as good as his brother. Beto, I would love to see him as a monster, as an Everton supporter. I don't even love him in a lot of the games for Everton. Big body type. The physicality is crazy. And this year with crossing, takedowns, hold-up play, you could get away with using him in a weekend league, undoubtedly. Chiellini, I'm not excited. If you're building an MLS team, I understand. Other than that, he's not going to be inputted in a role that is game-changing. Dan Juma, another man representing Everton, greatest fans in the world. I'm giving him rank 1. For most of you watching, he'll be a better version or better goal scorer than a Bailey type in the Premier League. And that checks out. Diop, what's the situation? Debatable at best. A lot of these center backs, I used them, I've gone up against them, I haven't been moved by them, and the counteracting players of similar ratings in similar positions in similar leagues often are better. I would just tell you to buy Kanate. Edgar, I completed this evolution, I'm not happy about it. Directly to the Pine. He has no play styles, and I want to mention some of these players that don't have the hype, don't have the rating, don't have the play styles, and then when you upgrade them, they just don't feel better. They don't feel stronger. They don't feel faster. They don't have that extracurricular. You understand where I'm going. And we did a side-to-side race with Edgar and some of my other evolutions, if you've seen the video. That 80 pace is a lie, based on the metrics, not even an opinion piece. Ezzy, I like him. Can't go above Foot Champs. He's a little bit confusing, but he still needs another notch or another upgrade in order to push into rank 1 or the broken category for yours truly. Fadi. Oh my goodness. If you have not done this yet, even with the 50,000 coin price tag, I think you've got someone special for a couple months at least. And I'm talking weekend league approved, absolute disgrace. The man is so quick, the dribbling, you can't stop him. Just a phenom. I am disliking this matchup every single time. He is torching my fullbacks. Feller, debatable, even though I will say quite a few of the women in terms of wingers and strikers, even attacking mids, are prime time. Definitely the real deal. Mix and match, include women in your team. They have been impactful on the record and off the record. Gomez, it's less about his Evo, just about him being good. Plain and simple, he's still Gomez. So he's got to be at least Foot Champs. Gravenberch, ooh, I love him. Big fan. I think he's better than Dan Juma. I've already played 70 to 80 games with Gravenberch, full transparency, but I'm comfortable, I'm cozy, and for that reason, I'm letting him join Fadi in Broken, but I understand kind of on his own agenda, calendar invite, but he's in the right place at the right time. Quality touches, can score goals, can pass, can turn at 6'3". Give the man some credit, extra credit at that. Bruno, and I might be being harsh, but to the Pine with Edgar. I'm actually going to bring Feller down. There's too many players when I'm thinking about it that I feel are better, that are similar rated. It's not where I want to spend an Evo. Even if you're a fanboy, you can just do better. Jota, wow, what a player. Again, what's right is right. We could have some talks at the end of this between Broken and rank 1. Keane, huge upgrades. Massive. Still has the 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot, but where you start and where you finish, I like it a lot, but still not being able to pass bothers yours truly for complete strikers. Depends who you're playing them around. People have loved this Mano upgrade, but it's more or less around the fact that he starts again as like a 62 overall. He does move well. He's kind of in that Bellingham conversation starter. If I'm putting Bellingham here, that man Mano gotta be next to him. Matip, I know plenty of you co-signed the change, the improvement. He's not a top 10. He's not a top 15. I don't think he's even a top 20 center back in the Premier League. So Murata can be dangerous. Depends who's using them. And for that reason, we're going with debatable. Mudryk, I think you're good. I think you're good on this. I would leave him alone in the pine. It's a 6-point upgrade, which is way better than where he starts, but I'm not that impressed. Nunez. Oh, this is where we're getting difficult. Nunez is terrorizing me. Absolutely terrorizing me. We're changing up the list, boys. I'm bringing Gravenberch and Jota down to rank 1. I'm putting Nunez up. He has that broken feel. And I think for this list, that needs to be prevalent, relevant, fortunate, the full-on discovery, the experience that you're having against these players. When I think broken, Fati, Nunez, I see the starting 11, the preview screen, I say, oh no, this is not going to be a good day in the office. Raspadori, he should be foot champs, but something with the stats is not clicking. Tell me I'm wrong. Renato Sanchez, I wouldn't do the Evo, but again, Renato is good enough for foot champs, so take that for what it is. This is less about an evolution, more about Renato Sanchez just being influential. Midfield-wise, he's built for success. That's going to be a skip directly to the pine. You can join your long-lost brother with Mudryk. Thuram, big upgrade. I would co-sign this. If you've completed him, you've done well here. Solid numbers across the board. It feels right that he should be rank 1, even more so for comparing evolutions. Torres should do better. He's not bad. I'm looking at what I've done here, and I might have to adjust some of the scenarios. Bellingham and Mano are partially here because of the increase of improvement. I just want that on record. It is playing a factor for the placement of where I have them. Can you use them in a weekend league? Yes. Are they better than Renato Sanchez in the midfield? Even with the higher ratings? It's debatable. Why? He's got a bunch of play styles. He's going to surprise people. Some of you might use him as a super sub in the weekend league. I could even see him getting a little bit of a notch. Timo Werner, the burner, is frustrating. He's not as good as the stats may suggest, but if you get him on a through ball, forget about it. Callum Wilson, don't love him. He's hard to place. I'm not sure that any of you will even debate for him, so I'm actually going to move him to the pine. He's not built for FC success. If you disagree, we have a comment section. And then Zuma, big body type, probably comes into the debatable. Let's review because I'm feeling uncomfortable with some of my first choices. I'm having internal conflicts. Where I am aligned is the pine. They aren't moving, they're staying. Now, with that debatable section, I've gone up against some people that have known how to use Murata. Renato doesn't move the needle as an Evo, but we know what he does. We know that he's capable. We know how he influences matches. Similar to a Joe Gomez, it's not about the evolution. It's just about his lack of nurture, plenty of nature. I'm going to bring Beto down to debatable. When I look at foot champs, I don't see movement. Some of you might argue for Eze. Easy to get himself into a rank 1 scenario. I'm going to have one movement here. And again, it's my bias, but Gravenberch, Fati, Nunez, broken. I'm good with it. 2 thumbs up. I've got plenty of bias. It's my list. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Which evolutions have you completed? There should be a couple videos on screen that are suggested for you. It would be amazing if you could click on one of those, open up a new tab, and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.